Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, I am Lori from Unique in the Creek. Let me move this back, put the other camera away. There we go. Hello, hello. I am streaming right now into your homes, either on Facebook or we're on like all kinds of Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube. So when you come in, let me know where you guys are watching from. And my name is Lori Franklin. I am the CEO and the creative visionary of Unique in the Creek Wreathing Boards, where we make wreathing a lot easier than the regular wireframe. I am going to be doing a peacock inspired flower. Hello, all my friends. Hello. We're everywhere right now. I'm going to be doing a peacock inspired flower made with all ribbons. This right now is available in a kit at uniqueinthecreek.com. You do get, I'll show you everything that's in the kit. I did make this one last night on Pinterest TV. Look how pretty it is. So you get this gorgeous lime green bling rope and two peacock inspired 2.5 inch by 10 yard ribbons. Okay, you get the small board, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made all this. We are going to make the center right now, but look how gorgeous this is. So anybody that loves peacock, and there's a lot of people out there, will absolutely love this ribbon flower, right? And that center is everything. So like I said, in the kit, you do get the lime green silver rhinestone roping. And that's why it's so glittery, because it's actual rhinestones. You get the 2 rolls of ribbon. You get the Unique in the Creek board. I'm just going to hang this up behind me. So here's our ribbons. I've already pre-cut a bunch of ribbons, so we're not going to be here forever. You get 100 pack of the cable ties, so you'll only use not even a half a pack. You get wire nippers, and these are to cut your zip tie tails, so you're not dulling your good scissors. You get the half ball for making your center. I'm actually going to make a gold one because I didn't want to open another kit. So we'd have more to sell. So I'm going to make a gold one. If you get the kit, you do the green one. It's the exact same roping except green. You get the green one in your kit. You get the small Unique in the Creek board. You get a pipe cleaner with a cable mount, and that is for the back of your center. And you get this card that has a QR code on it that you scan it, it'll take you right to our YouTube channel where all our tutorial replays are housed, okay? So let's get this started. So the first thing you're going to want to do, very first thing, is we're going to preload our board. Okay, so this is the small board. And it looks like a whole bunch of holes and everything. I know that, but it's actually, there's a method to our madness here. On the board, you will see number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is on the small board. The large board has 5. It has 5 circumferences. Okay. We are going to preload closed. If you're new to Unique in the Creek, there's a lot of lingo. We're going to preload closed rows 1, 2, and 3. And what that means is you're going to take one of your zip ties and you're going to go down, and there's sets of holes. There's 16 of them on row 1. You're going to go down one hole, back up the other, okay? And you hear that clicking sound. You don't want to pull your zip tie all the way down. You just want to close your zip tie until you hear the zipping sound. So you're going to go down, up. And the best way to do, to make sure that it's going to zip properly is to make sure the flat side of your zip tie is facing towards the tail or towards the 2 middle holes. And it will do up every time. Hi, Tom. There we go. And you hear that zipping and it's locked. So you're going to go around and do, and this can definitely be done on your lap while you're watching TV. I do most of my wreathing on my lap, watching my shows. You're going to go down, up, and preload row 1. So there'll be 16 of them. Row 2, there is an extra hole. Now these boards make all kinds of stuff. But for this particular wreath that we're doing, we are going to use the normal holes on row 2. So there's a single hole between the normal holes. We're skipping that. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is 8 of them on row 2. And again, you're going to go down, back up, close your zip tie till you hear that zip. Okay? And you're going to do, hello everybody. You're going to do 8 of those. Row 3 is 8 as well. So you're going to preload row 3. And row 4, you're going to preload the normal 4 holes here. And we will, once we get there, I am going to do some shared holes too, to make sure the board is completely covered with our ribbons. Okay, so once you got your board loaded, preloaded, you can then, we're going to do our center. So in the kit, this is a 4-inch half ball center. We do sell these in 2 packs on our website, UITCCreek.com. You also can buy the bling rope separately. You can buy cable mounts. You can buy pipe cleaners. You can buy everything in this kit, except you can't buy the Peacock ribbon. This is really hard to find, and it's kind of pricey. So I left it for just a kit. However, saying that, you can use any 2.5 inch ribbons paired together. So you can make up your own and do it the exact same style I'm going to do it. Okay, so what you do need is a glue gun and hot glue sticks, okay, for your center. Alrighty. So what I do is I just burrow down the center here with my hot glue gun just to make a hole into my foam, and I'm going to fill it with a little bit of glue, just like that, some hot glue. Okay, and then I'm going to put the end of my rhinestone rope just inside that hole for a few seconds. Let it give it time for the glue to grip. And then I'm going to go around and put a little bit of glue just on the outside, because we're going to go and we're going to twirl this from the center just like that. Okay, so that's how you start it. Okay, so we're just wrapping it around. Okay, just going to hold that for a second because we want to make sure that middle stays. We're good. Okay, and then you're just going to, with your hot glue gun, put a little bit of glue. Take your roping. I kind of like glide it through the glue so it's glued under the roping as well as in between the roping, okay? And you just keep going around the center or the styrofoam. And you'll feel this is rough. It's almost feels like sandpaper because it is actual rhinestones on a PVC roping. And that's why it is very, very sparkly. Okay. And I just keep going around and around, making sure you push down so that the glue catches the roping and is glued to the styrofoam. I am making a rhinestone flower center. Now I just put some wax paper down just so I don't get glue all over my cutting mat. If you purchase the Peacock ribbon kit, your bling rope will be the lime green that I just showed at the beginning on the finished wreath. Okay? So just going around, putting glue on and keep wrapping. Your roping. Now this is just some extra roping I had, so it's a lot longer than the 10 feet that you do get in the kit. Just keep going around and around. Now I use Gorilla hot glue sticks. They are my go-to. They're really, really good. Good quality, and they stick really well. Another good glue stick that you can use is Sure Bonder, but I'm not too keen on any of the brands like Michael's brands and stuff. They're too like plasticky, and I don't find they hold very well. I am making a flower wreath center with rhinestone roping. Hello, yes, this is a 4-inch half ball, styrofoam half ball, which we're almost done. So it doesn't take too long to make. So we do have all different colors of bling rope or rhinestone roping on our website, uniqueinthecreek.com. And there we're done. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right where I cut it off and kind of push that end of that roping down into that glue. Hello, hello. Yes, I do have bling rope in my shop. I'm not sure what colors are left. We got a huge shipment in January, and people were waiting and waiting and waiting for it. So I do believe we have the gold. So then you're going to take your pipe cleaner and your cable mount that you get in the kit. Put your pipe cleaner through the cable mount, although I think my kitting department does that for you. Put it through, remove the paper that is on the cable mount, and then I'm just going to put a dollop of glue right in the center, okay, of my styrofoam. I'm going to take my wire nippers and I'm going to just push it right down so that glue is kind of melting into the styrofoam ball with our cable mount. And there is your flower center. Now, if you do get little glue strings as you're making your flower center, once it's sat for a little bit, look how sparkly that is, right? Once it sits for a little bit, you can actually hit it with a hair dryer and the glue strings and everything will just melt away. Okay, so that's just a little tip. Mine's pretty good. Let's move on. So like I said, we are doing an all ribbon flower wreath. I'm done with that glue. Now I am turn it off. So I have made this sheet and to tell you exactly what we're going to use and what we're going to need. Alrighty, so I'm going to zoom down. If you get the kit, this will be sent to you by email of the pattern I'm going to be using. I will also post it on Facebook on Unique Wreath Creators. So you can use the same pattern and do it with just different ribbons. You don't have to do it with the peacock ribbons, but you can do the same pattern. And I also will, this will also be posted on the YouTube tutorial. Okay, so once you see, if you see the replay, you'll be able to print it the PDF as well. So row 1, we are going to be using 16 pieces of this gorgeous peacock inspired swirl ribbon. And then we're going to be using 8 pieces at 11 inches of this gorgeous peacock inspired 2.5 inch ribbon as well. Okay, so what we're going to need, I put on the bottom, you need 28 complete 11-inch pieces of this ribbon and 28 11-inch pieces of this ribbon. Okay, and to do that, I'm going to use my Measure Buddy. This is another Unique in the Creek product, which you can measure ribbons, mesh, yarn, whatever you want to make from 8 inches all the way out to 20 inches. Pretty cool, right? So we are going to be pushing ours down to 11, so they are in 1-inch increments. So you're just going to take arm number 1, you can see there's 1, and push it down until it's clicked into number 11. Okay? You're going to take your ribbon. Now this does come with clip. There is a little slot there and you can put the clip in. All right. And this little clip is if you want to slide your ribbon onto your Measure Buddy like that and do your wrapping. I, however, always use just my thumb. So I take the clips off. It does come with extra clips. There's 2 of them. You can use it if you want. It's there. But like I said, I use my thumb. So I'm going to put the ribbon right on top of my Measure Buddy, right to the end. Hold my thumb, and I'm going to wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I don't go much past 4, only because this ribbon is very, very thick. It's a really good quality ribbon. And the more you wrap it, the thicker it gets. So you won't get a true 11 inches, okay? So I just do it 4 times. You need 28. We need 28 pieces. So I'm going to take my Measure Buddy out. Okay, we have a pack here. I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to slide it in to the end. Now you can do this right on the Measure Buddy as well. There is a like a trough here that you can slide your ribbons in. I'm just so used to using it with my thumb and sliding it off. All right, so there's our 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of ribbon. You need 28 pieces of 11-inch ribbon of both the swirl and the peacock. So I'll do the peacock now. So like I said, you can use whatever 2 ribbons, you know, you might have 2 gorgeous ribbons in your craft room. that you really like, and you can use them to make the same ribbon wreath. Okay, so put my thumb there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I don't go much past 4 with this ribbon. It's thick. Again, I'm going to cut the ends. And then we got the 4 pieces. So keep wrapping in 4s. Use your measure buddy. You can also, if you don't have a measure buddy or you don't want to buy one, you can just cut a piece of cardboard at 11 inches. Here's a Coke or a pop thing. And then you would do the same thing. You would take your cardboard. It doesn't have to be this wide. And you just put it at the end of your cardboard, and you can wrap around your cardboard. Or you can just take your ribbon, put it on your measuring or your cutting mat, or I've taped a ruler, like one of those fabric rulers you can get at the dollar store. I've taped it to my table. You can just pull your ribbon out and cut it with your scissors at 11 inches. All right. However you do it, you need 28 of each. Basic. Okay, so for row 1, I am using 16 pieces of swirl ribbon, which is this, and I'm going to be doing 8 pieces of peacock ribbon. Now, the reason I'm only doing 8 pieces is because this peacock ribbon, I'm going to cut in half. Okay, I'm folding it in half. I'm going to cut it right down the seam here where I folded it. So we have 2 pieces at 5.5 inches. What I'm going to do is fold over my swirl ribbon. Okay, fold it in half. Now, because this is an all ribbon wreath, we want to make sure it's actually 10 yards. You only need, these ribbons come on 10-yard rolls. In total, you're going to use 308 inches of both ribbons. So 10 yards is 360. So you will have extra ribbon left over when you're done this. Okay. So I'm folding this in half. Now, because it's a ribbon wreath, I want to make sure each ribbon tail looks almost exactly the same. So I'm going to fold it horizontally or lengthwise like this. I'm going to put the end on my cutting mat, and then I'm going to put my thumb about an inch down past the end of the ribbon. Okay, we're going to make a dovetail, and we're going to make make sure our dovetails are all exactly the same. And to do that, you put your ribbon, put your thumb, and you are going to cut from the folded edge of that ribbon to the outside corner, like that. And that gives you your perfect dovetails. Okay, we'll do that again. So you're going to fold your ribbon in half. And you can do more than 1 piece of ribbon. I'm just doing 1, for example. Okay, we're going to fold it in horizontally in half. I'm measuring it down an inch. Now, if you don't have a cutting mat, you can just use a normal ruler. Putting my thumb at the 1 inch, cutting from the fold of the ribbon to the outside corner. So if you do it like that, every ribbon tail, the dovetail will be exactly the same. All right. And then we got these half pieces we did. I'm going to do the same thing, except we've already cut it. We've cut it in half. What I'm going to do is fold it horizontally, like I did the other one. Put it down, put my thumb on the 1 inch, and cut from the folded to the outside. Okay. Now, don't forget, you have enough ribbon if you screw it up. Lots of people will do it this way. You can do your, you'll see in a second, you can do your middle piece like this if you want. It kind of looks like a feather tail then. It's totally up to you. So this is, I don't even know what this is called. It looks like kind of a necktie when it's upside down. And this is the dovetail. Okay, so if you cut it from the outside edge to the inner corner, or to the folded corner, you get that. So just be careful how you're cutting your ribbons, alrighty? And then what you're gonna do is we're going to, on the first row, I'm gonna be doing the swirl ribbon. So I open it up and you can see where you've folded the piece of ribbon. So you'll see where the center is. Pinch it where that center line is. So make sure you make a good center line there. Pinch it in the center. Bring the top to the middle. Bring the bottom to the middle of that piece of ribbon, and it looks like a bow tie, right? I'm going to flip it upwards so it looks like a V-shaped, my ribbon tail. And then I'm going to take the half piece of this peacock ribbon, and I am just going to put that right over top and pinch it in. So you got the 2 swirl ribbons on the outside, and you have a half a peacock ribbon on the inside, right in the center. Okay, you're going to take this nub, I call it, that's where you folded it. You're going to take it and you're going to put it right into your loaded board. Doesn't matter where you start. And you're going to go in about 1/4 of an inch to the with the nub and do the zip tie up. Alrighty, that is our outside, the start of our outside flower. Okay, let's do that again. 11-inch piece, I've dovetailed the ends here. You're going to need 16 of these swirl ones for row 1. Pinch it so it looks like a bow tie in the middle. Flip it upwards. Take a half piece of the peacock and I just kind of pinch it right in the middle here. Put it on top. Bring it towards the center. So again, you have the swirl on the outside and the peacock in the center. Okay. And then you're going to put it in, again, about 1/4 inch into the zip tie and do the zip tie up. You're going to do that all the way around row 1. Now I've already started 1. No, you won't be able to read the instruction sheet. I will be posting it everywhere, and it will be, it's not really an instruction sheet, it's just the pattern I'm using for this particular ribbon wreath. Okay, and you're going to go all the way around exactly like that. Clean this up a little bit so I can get a little organized here, because I do have my ribbons already cut. And like I said, this is a wreath. Besides the center, the whole wreath can be done on your lap. So that half peacock The reason I did the half peacock on the center of row 1, you'll see when we get to row 2, we want to break up this peacock ribbon, or this peacock with the eyes on it. You know, the peacock eyes. I don't know what they're called. So we'll all keep going all the way around. Row 1 takes the longest because it's got 16 of them in. Hello, everybody. You have all this ribbon? Awesome. And you, like I said, this is, you can use whatever ribbons you want. This is just the kit I came up with. Lots of people like peacock inspired because you can use these in home decor. You can use it on a door, a bedroom door. You can use it, of course, on your front door. A lot of people have peacock bathrooms. This would be cool above a toilet, right? At least it's something pretty to look at. All right, so there is row 1, all done. Okay, all the way around. Then you're gonna take your wire nippers. You're gonna go down right to the head of the zip tie, and you're gonna squeeze, and it'll clip those zip tie tails off. You don't wanna do it with your good ribbon scissors because it will dull your scissors. Okay, row 2, we're gonna do the opposite. We are going to use 1 full piece of the peacock ribbon, okay, with the eyes. These are actually called eyes on the peacock feathers. And a half piece of the swirl. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same. I'm pinching it in the middle, flipping it up. I'm going to take my half piece of swirl. I'm just kind of putting it on top and pinching the sides in. So now we got the opposite effect from the first one, but you're still going to do the same. You're going to put your nub about 1/4 inch into the zip tie and do it up. Okay, now it'll go fast because we are on the next rows and they only have 8. So peacock, full peacock, and then the half swirl. And I'll show you in 1 second why I decided to do it like this. Okay, so if I would have continued with that same pattern that I did on row 1, I would have had this half ribbon would have been sitting on this peacock ribbon. So to break, I think that's what, to break it up, I'm just doing opposite, okay? Again, you can do whatever you want. It's your wreath. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. Alrighty, so that is row 2 done. Now we're going to row 3. Row 3, I'm gonna do exactly how I did it on row 1, which is the swirl. I hope it's not blurry. So I pinch it right in the center, up, up, flip it up. And we're using a half piece of peacock. Again, putting it in the zip tie. This is row 3. And you're gonna go all the way around. It's going to be gorgeous. Well, I already have one done, and I showed it at the beginning, but I will show you guys again. Try, if you're getting blurry, try going out and coming back in. Yes, I did make it on Pinterest. However, this is a kit, and so I need to have the kit tutorial on my YouTube channel, so people, when they get their kit, know how to make it. So I had to remake one again, which is okay. They're fun to make. really like doing ribbon flower kits because if you're a crafter or wreather, you know we all have a ton of ribbon that needs to be used up, or, you know, extra ribbon and stuff. And this is the perfect project to get rid of some of that ribbon and make some money. So it's it looks like 3 tails, right, going into each one. And you just want to straighten your ribbons out. I like to kind of grab my ribbon and kind of bring it up so it's kind of puffing out and lays nicely. I need a half piece of Peacock. All my ribbons were cut at 11 inches, and then I did cut them, some of them down further into half pieces. Alright, this is the last one, and then we're going to move on to row 4, and we will be done. Again, go around once you have them all put in. Go around, clip off zip tie tails. And there's what we got so far, right? Look how pretty that is, the turquoises and the lime greens and the golds. And that is the back. So it's all nice and neat still. And you don't have to cover anything up. Okay, so for row 4, I am, because it's a peacock inspired, I am just going to use 8 pieces of just the peacock ribbon. Okay, so we've preloaded row 4 with 4 zip ties. We need 8, and to do that, we're gonna use shared holes. We're gonna go down one hole and back up the other and do it up. And even though there's already a zip tie in each of those holes, we're putting a zip tie from here to here. Okay, so when I'm done this whole circle, it'll look like stitching. Okay, and that's just to fill up the board. So there's all kinds of different flower techniques or wreath techniques that do use shared holes. Yes, this is really pretty. Wait till I put the center in. So on the wreath I made last night, on the inner row 4, I used the swirl ribbon. I'll show you the finished. So you can see it's the swirled ribbon going all the way around with the green. This one I'm going to do the peacock ribbon instead of the swirl in the all the way around row 4. So this one we're just putting, we're not doing the 3 tails, we're just doing the 2. So just pinch it and stick it in the zip tie. Fluff it out. I used less than a roll of the swirl, and I used less than a roll of the peacock. This is what I used. You probably can't read it, but you need 28 11-inch pieces of both of the ribbons, so which equals 308 inches. There is 360 inches on in a 10-yard roll of ribbon. So flip it up, make sure they're both around the same length. Put it in and zip it up. So this particular one, like I said, this ribbon is really, really hard to find. So if you do like Peacock inspired anything, I would grab the kit while they're still available. And the kit comes with the lime rhinestone rope. Ribbon wreaths are fun. Like I said, you can do it, while you're watching TV and stuff. I have a little cutting mat that I put on my lap for measuring and stuff like that. It's just a little 12 by 14 one or 12 by 18 that I put on my lap while I am making wreaths. One, two, three. How many more I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I need. One more. You could also alternate on row 4, so do one peacock, one swirl, one peacock, one swirl. That's totally up to you. We're almost done. So if you don't want to make your own peacock flower wreath, but you really like the one I'm making, both of these will be available on my website to purchase completed. One will have a lime green center and one will have a gold center. Okay, last one. Yes, it is very, very pretty. It's very sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen, but it's super photogenic. Let's call it photogenic. All right, last one. So you can't see any of the board. You can see how once you put all the ribbons in, everything layers on top of each other. And we're going to cut these off. And we are done. We're going to put our center on, put a hanger on. Like I said, I'm going to put the gold one I just made. Ooh, that's going to look pretty. So what you're going to do is take the end of your pipe cleaner, go down one hole on row 4, and then directly across, you're going to take the other pipe cleaner end and go down that one. And you're going to pull from behind. Flip this over. You can see how nice and neat it is. You can fix your ribbons from behind here. You got a nice neat back, and what we're going to do is I'm pulling until I can feel lots of resistance, and then you're just going to twist the 2 pipe cleaner ends together. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the sparkle. All right, let's finish this bad boy up. I'm going to take the end of this pipe cleaner. I'm going to go down the hole. We want to keep everything nice and neat looking. Let's trim some of this off. Okay, you can also put a little bit of glue down that hole to keep the pipe cleaner down. You can also lift your center up once you have it perfectly where you want it, which with the boards, it's really easy because it's already centered. The new boards that will be coming out probably mid-March will have the 2 center holes like the large board. So we've adapted the mold. There we go, nice and neat. And let's put a hanger on it. I just use another zip tie. Finger under there to guide it, and I'm going to go down and back up. Do the zip tie until you hear it. Cut that off, and now you have a hanger. And a gorgeous wreath. That is it. So that is one with the gold center. And if you bought the kit, you will get the green center. Green center, gold center. Swirl ribbon in the center, peacock ribbon in the center. So it's your wreath. You can make it however you would like. It does end up being about 21 inches. Yeah, 21 inches. So that's a half decent size. No, the price won't go up. No, I just wanted to make sure, well, I was listening to you guys. You wanted holes in the center of the small board, so I did, just like the large board. Alrighty, so that's what we got. So I'm not sure how many kits are left, but like I said, you can make ribbon wreaths with any ribbon, 2 ribbons that you have. All right, my friends, that's all I got for you. This will be, the replay will be available on our Unique the Creek YouTube channel. This will be posted with it that you can print out. Again, this is just my combination. You can use whatever your combination you want is, okay? And you do have a little bit of mesh left over. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me. And there I am. Thanks for joining me. And tomorrow night, I will be making a Easter cross with the purple ombre mesh set. And VIPs, we'll see you tonight for Chit Chat. Bye, everybody.
Oh, still live.